Hi everyone. I'm going to split what I want to say today into two separate videos. So this one will be about Beltane and the eclipse, and the second one will be a card read for May and June. So I wanted to start by talking about Beltane, which is every year on the 1st of May, May Day. So it's one of four ancient Gaelic festivals. We've got Beltane on the 1st of May, which is the start of summer. Lungasa, 1st of August, which is the start of the harvest, which is autumn. Samhain on the 1st of November, start of winter. And Imbolc, 1st of February, start of spring. So the Celtic people, they had seasonal lifestyles and they did farming and, spent their days with their crops and animals. So it was that idea of the year starting in May and then finishing in November, 6-month kind of halves. Okay, so focusing on Beltane, that was when they take the cattle out to their summer pasture. So there were rituals around fire. They'd always light bonfires at Beltane. And the idea of fire is protection. It's used in lots of religions and lots of different cultures. So the purpose was to protect the cattle and people and the crops and also encourage growth during the summer. So this reminds me of a fire ceremony I did once in far north Queensland in Australia. What they do is burn a bunch of twigs off local trees and you'd have to walk through the smoke. And the idea was that the forest spirits would then smell the forest on you and welcome you into the forest. All right. So, yeah, interesting idea. What else about Beltane? I think there are things you can do just on your own to mark the day if you want to. You could light a candle or just visualize a candle to represent the fire. You could ask for support or just reflect on any area in your life where you want growth and think about some actions you can take for that over the summer. I would really recommend getting out in nature as much as you can. You will get signs in nature. Beltane's similar to Samhain, which is like Halloween, when it's believed that we're closer to the spirit world. So definitely in forests, the spirits of nature are considered to be more active and more present. So you'll definitely get signs and messages for yourself, so for your own personal message for Beltane, just by feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin and having a look at the new growth and listening to the flowers and the birds and the trees and just seeing what intuitive messages you get for yourself. You could even put something on the fire, even by just visualizing it, or write things down on a piece of paper that you'd like to move on from and burn it. So lots of things you can do linked into the themes of the day. So it's a powerful time because Beltane is always the 1st of May, but it doesn't always coincide like this year with a new moon partial eclipse. So it was in Taurus last night. It peaked at about 9:30. And Taurus is all about the earth and the land and food, growth and earth energy. It's a new moon, so it is a time of new beginnings. It's conjunct Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of innovation and surprise. So expect the unexpected. It could be an unexpected new start. This one is squaring or opposing fixed sign people. So if your star sign or rising sign is fixed, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, it may feel more challenging, particularly if you're born from the 2nd to the 5th of your month. If you're a fixed sign person, it can be an unexpected new start, but that could feel uncomfortable and very strong, and like we have to seriously look at something new and we don't feel comfortable about it yet. It's that kind of feeling. I also felt with it yesterday. So I was on a protest march. I put another video of that up. But anyway, I was on the march and I just found everything heightened. So I found the light extra strong and any noises sounded like too loud, 10 times louder than they normally were, and colors just looked extra bright. And it was really enjoyable, and I walked away with a lot to reflect on. But I did find I just felt hypersensitive to everything. But that's quite normal when it's eclipses, and it's a very powerful time. So I think we need to go easy on ourselves. So this opened up an eclipse window. Eclipses always come in pairs, 2 weeks apart. So it will lead up to a full moon total eclipse, the first one in about 4 years on the 16th of May. And this is all happening against the background of a Mercury retrograde, which goes from the exact dates of the retrograde are sometime in mid-May to about the 3rd of June. But we are in shadow now, so just be aware of and expect delays and little annoying inconveniences. And just try to laugh if you can, let it go, and actually see where it leads you. See what happens differently to what you'd planned and what you'd been pushing for as a result of the delays, and look for any benefit in that. It can be a good time for reviewing things that come up that we didn't plan for or expect. So that's the energies around the eclipse. What else did I want to say? Oh, I got an image this morning and I wanted to share it on this video. So it's about cords of attachment. We all have cords of attachment. It's completely normal. You might want to visualize it as a cord, or just like light, just energetic attachments to people, people mainly, but places and things as well. And it's not a bad thing. It can connect you to people that you can't be with, or a place that you can't be, or a happy memory, and that's fine. But these cords can also sort of tie you down to things that you need to let go of. So there are also things that sometimes we've let go of physically, but not energetically. So the message here is to check your attachments, just feel where you're still tied to something that you don't necessarily need to be or want to be anymore. Because I'm getting the strong image of one cord in particular that's very thick, but it's become brittle and dry and sort of inflexible, and it's cracking. And this eclipse will show you what that is in your life. You're probably already aware of it, but it will show you even more clearly. And it will give you a chance to reflect on what to do about it. Do you need to cut it? Do you want to cut it? Maybe not. Maybe not, but you still should. Can you heal it? Or do you want to replace it, remove it, and then replace it with a healthier cord? So maybe you know you need to cut it, but you're not ready to yet. And that's fine. That's okay. Just acknowledge honestly that that's the situation and that's how you feel. And work with these energies at the moment. So don't rush it. Let the pair of eclipses bring up whatever they bring up to your attention during May. Let the energies of the retrograde help you look at things a different way, review things with fresh eyes, just take a pause on some things, and then be ready to move ahead with these new insights towards sort of mid to late June. That's what I'd say from that. Okay. I did just quickly want to mention angels. I don't really talk about angels or specifically do angel work like some people do, but I am being asked to look a bit more into that and find out a bit more information about angels and messages from angels, because angels are just messengers. They bring us messages. So that's something I'm going to be looking into over the next week or so. So I'll bring you anything I get about that. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there for this video. I'm going to move over to a card read looking a bit more long-term at May and June. The only other thing I wanted to say is when energies are this strong, we often get detox symptoms because they're supporting us to not just physically detox, but spiritually release things. So many of these symptoms can be other things that are health related as well, but things like headache and fatigue, tiredness, just feeling sensitive, like I described before, that kind of hypersensitivity to noise and sensation. Could be itchy skin, could be stomach and skin issues. Even having a blocked, fuzzy sort of feeling in your head can be signs of upgrade. So there's the shedding theory about viruses, that it's just our body's way of shedding waste and toxins and things we don't need. And that happens mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. So these strong energies, particularly eclipses, do help us to see old thought patterns and ideas and let go of them and shed stuff stuck in our energy field as well. So you could be feeling symptoms of that happening, even if you're not like physically unwell. So that's another thing to bear in mind at the moment. I'll finish off just with the word release. I keep getting this as a mantra, just to repeat the word release, release, release. So if that resonates with you, it might be something you'd like to try. I tend to just sit and relax, let go and breathe in and out. And when I breathe out, I say the word release. And actually, if there's something specific I'm releasing, I'll visualize that. But often I don't know consciously what I need to release or let go of. So I still say it and just pass it over to the subconscious, just to release, let things go, loosen my grip on whatever I'm holding on to really tightly and just don't need to be. And work with the breath, which is your life force. So breathing out will help that outward release. Just feel whatever comes up and let it go. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. Have a very nice weekend. It's a long weekend here in the UK, so I'm just using it as a bit of a catch-up weekend. And I'll be back, as I say, with my May-June video. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.